is life? How long is art? I read a deal of history, to transport myself into the spirit of the past, to find out what great men have said and thought, and see the glorious heights we've reached at last.
The spirit of the past! An old closet! A trash where men can deposit the trash they make in their own generations!
I could have stayed for hours to hear such learning. I hope I haven't kept you up all night, though cultured conversations are a delight.
The only ones who never give up hope are those whose minds are fixed on trivial things. They dig for treasure, but are glad to grope for earthworms through all their blunderings. Am I God's image? Shall I rank with gods? Is it here I'll discover what I lack? Read through 1,000 books and all to discover that humanity puts itself upon the rack and happiness is rare amongst mankind? What are you grinning at, you hollow skull? Because your brain, like mine, once thought the spark of truth, but fell victim to mere dull confusion and was swallowed in the dark. What is that thing which impels my gaze? Why is that file a magnet to my sight? In you I honour human art and skill. Every rare and deadly power combines now for your master, all your strength distill. I shall pierce through the veil that hides what we desire, break through to realms of abstract energy. Now I must prove in action that a man may be as free as gods and be as great, not shudder at the dreadful pit that harrows our fancy, and takes this step with calm determination, though it should bring with it annihilation. The draught intoxicates as it is drawn. The dark, narcotic liquid streams into the cup. Juice I have chosen and distilled to be my last drink, drunk with firm will and soul in solemn salutation of the coming dawn. Music of God, so powerful and so sweet. Why do you seek me out here in the dust? A miracle is religion's dearest child. The Easter hymn brings childhood flooding back to me. I must retrace my steps, be reconciled to all that made my last step a possibility. Ring, sing of resurrection and rebirth. My eyes are wet. I have returned to earth.
Those girls can get a head of steam on.
Come on, finding late, I never bet.
I need a drink. I'm thirsty as a demon. I'll sell my soul for a pipe or a glass of beer.
You see that boy, that fair one in the hat? Just look at him. I think it's a disgrace they should be running after girls like that.
Pretty, I dare say, but so commonplace.
Sir, the government is no damned good, and daily getting worse. I said it would.
What's it doing to the country, eh?
Standards of living are falling day by day. Meanwhile, inflation soars. No, sir, the fact is, there's nothing certain except death and taxes.
My dear, today's a holiday weekend. I want to read of nothing but wars happening to someone else, my friend.
My dear good chap, I really am inclined to agree. Let them break heads if they've a mind to. If I can keep what I'm accustomed to, I really don't much care what they may do.
Well, look at you now, dressed to beat the band. To look at you's to love, and so it is. Tell me what it is you want and I might lend a helping hand.
Don't people think
That sour bitch, you never know. They tell me she's a witch.
I know, she told me before I was much older I'd meet a boy, a handsome soldier. She said she's seen it in a crystal ball, but if she has, I can't find him at all.
Here in the cheerful, noisy crowd, I can at last be what I always was, a man.
To walk with you, sir, is for me a real experience of the mind. Not that I come on my own. You see, I hate vulgarity of every kind.
Doctor, good day. How good to see you join us in our Easter celebrations. A lot of people here can be grateful to you and your father's ministrations. During the epidemic, you and he came to our houses, cared for us and tended us without thought for yourselves. You never spared yourselves, so you yourselves were spared.
I imagine it must make you very proud to hear such tributes from a grateful crowd.
I've often sat and thought upon my knees a way to end that terrible disease. The crowd's applause for father and son now seems to me like blame. If only you could see inside my heart, you'd know at once that we deserve no part in all the fame we won. What man does not know is just what he needs. But what he does know is no use to him. The sun is setting over here and moving on to awaken life elsewhere. Our day is gone. Oh God, for wings to follow unafraid into a sunset that would never fade. To see an everlasting evening light, the silent world below me. Sunset beams calming each valley, gilding every height as silver rivers meet in golden streams. An earthly body cannot easily soar on the spirit's upward soaring wings, yet instinct born in all of us bids us rise and struggle upwards till we touch the skies.
I never envied birds their wings, and such things as woods and fields don't interest me much. I prefer reading. Pleasures of the study to all the so-called pleasures of the body. There is more a taste of heaven in a book than in all of nature, wherever we may look.
Friend, you are lucky to have but one obsession. Take care you do not cultivate another. Two souls within me wrestle for possession, and neither will surrender to his brother. One is of the senses, slaking his appetites like an animal. The other strives for purity of mind, to leave this world and all its works behind. Oh, if there are spirits listening in the air, descend now from your golden stratosphere. Carry me off to a new life, anywhere.
Hush, Doctor. Though it might be superstition, I do not like this jesting with religion. Do not call up powers that lie in wait to practice mischief on man's prostate. Let us go in. The world is turning grey. The air is chilly. Mist succeeds the day. It's good at night to get back to one's room. What's wrong? Is something out there in the gloom?
See that dog?
Oh yes, sir. Now you mention. I noticed it just now but paid it no attention.
Then pay some now. What sort of dog is that?
Canis domesticus, a poodle, black, snuffling to find its master's trap.
Oh, it keeps on circling, round and round, closer to us. Do you see how the ground flames as he runs, or do my eyes deceive me?
An optical illusion, sir, believe me.
The circle's narrowing, he's coming nearer.
It's just a poodle, sir. No spirits here.
Yes, I'm sure you're right. I see no trace of anything out of commonplace. Come on then. Look, he's coming, do you see?
Normal canine behaviour seems to me. A dog, well trained, obedient and active, is something even wise men find attractive.
Fields and meadows are left behind. Over them night's veil lies spread. And now the pure, untrammelled mind awakens, filled with holy dread. Now our savage urges sleep, lawless passions droop and nod, and our hearts lie fixed and deep, love of man and love of God. Down, poodle, down! Stop sniffing at the door. Once more the voice of reason speaks. hope blooms her accustomed force. Man longs to tap life's springs and seeks the fountainhead, life's primal force. Be quiet, poodle, that ugly growl jars on the elevated feelings in my soul. There may be men who mock the good, growl at the beautiful, the true, and all they haven't understood. Does that mean dogs